What is going on, guys? To the last credit here to talk about or review the season premiere of Game of Thrones. I have been waiting for this my entire life, or so, like 380 to 400 something days. It's 400 something days. And I watched it. I just got done watching it. Darren, Miller are here with me today. Miller, how are you doing?
Good.
And Darren, how are you doing?
Good. I popped my Game of Thrones cherry.
That sounds really fucking weird.
Yeah.
Well, I'm doing absolutely fantastic because I have been counting down. I've had a Twitter countdown going since the first trailer 107 days ago, and now winter has finally come, and I have seen the season premiere of Game of Thrones, and it was fucking amazing, but I'll talk more about it in a second. Darren, you're a Game of Thrones newbie, and we couldn't figure out a name to call you, so what did you think of the season premiere of Game of Thrones?
Yeah, this is my first episode of Game of Thrones ever. I have seen the first 15 minutes of the first episode, but I was just kind of like...
I thought you watched the last 2 episodes of season 6.
I think I did. I'm pretty... Okay, yeah. The Battle of the Bastards, right?
Yeah, and then the one where the people get crushed by the bell. And
Oh, no, I just watched that scene. No.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
That scene is awesome. That one dude, I feel sorry for him, but he was just like, ah! Splat! It was great. But, yeah, Battle of the Bastards, and I watched the first 15 minutes of, the first episode, but this is my first time sitting through the entire thing, and I really liked it. I really, really liked this, this start of the season. Yeah, it was really, like, one of the things that really stood out to me is this is an incredibly paced show. I never felt bored through it. It didn't feel like an hour. It felt like it covered everything it needed to. I really like the opening scene. Well, do you want me to get into like specifics or just overall?
I mean, just go ahead and get into specifics.
Oh, well, yeah.
Shows,
I really loved the opening scene. It was like Mission Impossible. It was like a really badass Mission Impossible thing. It was kind of a callback to our Arya and... Oh, yeah, just for everybody knows. Like I said, first time. I know a lot about Game of Thrones because Game of Thrones is... When it's on, that's all anybody ever talks about. So, and like, there's certain podcasts I listen to where they do recaps, and I'll listen to the recaps to find out more without actually having watched the episode. So I know a couple of things here and there, but I'm still going to have my question, so just bear with me. But is Arya and redheaded girl... Who's redheaded girl?
Redheaded girl. Melisandre?
No, the other one.
Ygritte?
The one who plays Phoenix.
Sansa.
Okay, Sansa. Are they sisters?
Yeah.
Okay, so it was kind of cool to see like her walking away from Freyr.
All of the Starks are related except for Jon.
Okay. Yeah, it was cool to see her walking away from Freyr after killing all those guys, smiling, because it was kind of a callback to Ramsay when Sansa killed Ramsay. So that was kind of cool to see. And then the opening scene, like the other scene with the horse in the snow with the dude, the Night King. They got
Night King,
the giant dude, the Mountain. Is that what he's called?
Yeah, the Mountain. Yeah.
Yeah,
No. The Mountain is the Kingsguard. I can't remember the name of the giant dude.
Okay, yeah, they got the giant dude, which that was kind of sad. Like I was just like, oh man, but it's just cool how that the ice dude, the Night's King, is kind of just floating around. You feel his presence throughout this entire episode, which is really cool. He is definitely this Thanos. The mustache dude, I think he's going to kidnap somebody and bring him or her to Cersei. Sam, what is Sam doing?
Sam was sent to that library by Jon to research about the White Walkers, and that's what he's doing.
Is Sam a slave there?
I don't really know what he is, because at the end of season 6, when he showed up at the library, he said Jon sent me to be a maester, And then in the season premiere, he says he's not. He said that he's not a maester. So I don't really know exactly what he is, but obviously he's just like the maintenance man, I guess.
Oh well, is he getting paid?
I don't know.
Oh. Do they have minimum wage in Westeros? Okay, never mind. Alright, so Littlefinger. Another thing, Littlefinger has a really weird outfit. I don't know what the fuck he's wearing. He has, like, sleeves. He has, like, capes.
He's wearing, like, the exact same thing throughout the entire series.
He has capes on his elbows, which is kind of stupid, because you can get stuck in a door and die. So that's not, like... He should probably not do that.
Hold the door. Hold the door.
Also, another question before we get off, before we switch... also, what is the Long Night?
The Long Night, I think that's just a reference to... the White Walkers, and that's just supposed to be a reference to like their presence or whatever. Like them, like if the White Walkers showed up and fought everyone in the Seven Kingdoms, that would be the Long Night.
Okay, and last thing, I found our favorite character on the show. It's Clergy. I don't know if that's his name. Is that
Clegane?
Clegane. He is
Clegane.
Fucking awesome. Like he's great. I just love his dialogue, his demeanor. And like what he saw in the fire, it was terrifying. I just really like that guy. He has something about him that he's the type of guy who just walks in a room and you're just like, he walks in the room and he's bringing a lot of history with him. He's bringing a lot of coolness with him. When he walk in a room, you like look that way. It's just like, that guy is cool. That guy has a lot of damage. That guy, I want to talk to that guy. I want to buy that guy a drink. He might punch me in the face and call me a cunt, but I want to buy that guy a drink. We might have to cut out the scene. But
Clegane has had one of the best arcs in the show, because I mean he just started out as just the king's bitch and just did whatever the king said, never opposed and stuff, because he was the Hound, and just kind of developed because he had to take care of Arya, but you could tell how his character developed and started to care for Arya, and then that was taken away from him because Brienne interfered. And then he almost died, but everyone thought he died, and in the next season it turned out he hadn't, and he was living with this village of people. And then those people came, and then those other people came and killed those people that he cared for, and he was like, fuck it, I'm going to go kill all of them. And then he did, and it's just, he's had like one of the best character arcs on the show, and yeah, I love Clegane too.
Yeah, he's just awesome. But other than that, yeah. Really like this episode. Just fantastic episode all around.
And I'm so interested to hear this. Miller, what did you think?
It was okay. It was pretty boring.
God.
But there were scenes... Well, my favorite scenes in it involved Arya. I don't know. That was just happened to be a coincidence.
And that Ed Sheeran cameo, though.
That is Ed Sheeran cameo. I mean, when I saw that, I forgot that he is going to be on this show, and I burst out laughing when he showed him. I'm like, that voice sounds familiar. I was like, oh. But I mean, I think
that's who that is.
Yeah,
Ed Sheeran. Yeah.
I mean, I think Ed Sheeran can act, so that's cool. It's just when she said, "That's a pretty song," I was just like, I was waiting for Ed Sheeran to be like, "Yeah, you can get on the season 7 soundtrack for Game of Thrones." That felt very on the nose, but yeah, sub scenes that I really liked, but mostly didn't really do it for me. But Game of Thrones doesn't really do it for me as a whole, so I'm not the best person to ask.
Yeah, you do realize you're incorrect. Your opinion is completely
This is
wrong.
a boring show. I don't care what anyone says.
I don't know.
Sure
I found it pretty interesting, and I was never really bored.
I'll give you.
I mean, it's not always boring, but when
seasons
it's boring,
1 and 2
it's really...
can be. Season 1 is good. Season 2 can be boring. Season 3 is great, and then the show just fucking blasts off from season 4, at least for me. Any specifics you want to talk about, Miller?
Not really.
Okay. Anyways, for me, I absolutely loved this episode. I thought it was incredible. I've been waiting for season 7 for so fucking long. This is the first season that I've gotten to watch live or because throughout last season, I was catching up, and then I got to watch the season finale the day after it aired, and so finally I get to watch the season with everyone else, and I've just grown to love this show over the past year and a half. Like a year and a half ago is when I started really getting into it, and I've just grown to absolutely just adore the show since then. It's in my top 3 favorite shows of all time. They're kind of like all 3 of them are just tied for one, but this episode, I thought it was incredible. From the start, I didn't know where they were going at first, because they did that thing with Arya being Lord Frey or whatever, and I was like, wait, what? Because they had Lord Frey, and I was like, Lord Frey's fucking dead. What, is this a flashback?
Yeah,
and then she took off the mask, and I was like, holy shit. And then they all just fucking died, and I was like, that is fucking awesome. I gotta catch my breath. And I love I know Miller's going to disagree with me on this, but I'm with Darren. The pacing in this episode is perfect. And I love how this episode flows. They don't go back and forth to the same characters. Like they don't go to Jon to Cersei, to Jon to Cersei, to Clegane, and then to Cersei again. They just go through everything in one episode instead of just going back and forth between 2 characters. This episode just sets up this entire season perfectly. Like, oh shit, I keep running out of breath. Oh my God.
Also how everybody was introduced was pretty good too. Like how they went from Jon, then to Cersei, then to they went then to Arya, and then it closed out on Daenerys. I thought that how
and just that scene with Daenerys was so fucking amazing. Just seeing her walk through Dragonstone with that score playing, with the Targaryen score playing, I was like, oh my God, that's fucking amazing. And I love her outfit. She
has the best outfit out of everybody.
Yeah.
And this show, I love how they set up Jon and Daenerys meeting, because we saw in the set photos Jon and Daenerys together, and I was like, I wonder how they're going to do that. And then now we know Jon's going to have to go to Dragonstone to get the dragon glass, and that's great.
Does Daenerys like Cersei?
No, obviously not. I mean, she's got to take the Iron Throne from her, so. But I'm pretty sure she doesn't know about all the shit that she's done, so. But she just wants the Iron Throne. Is going to kill anyone that gets in her way. I think that Daenerys and Jon will probably end up getting married, because Jon's gonna have to go and get the dragon glass, and then I think because both of them have been saying how they need another house to support them, and I think that would be great, even though it's gonna be really weird since Daenerys is Jon's aunt, but whatever, that show's done worse. I love how they set up the stuff with the Night King. I'm really, really interested to see what battle we get this season, because we're probably going to get either a battle for the Iron Throne or a battle with the White Walkers. So, and one of them's going to be this season, one of them's going to be next season.
I feel like it's going to be. I feel like it's going to be the battle with the White Walkers, because Game of Thrones doesn't usually do like the season. Like a lot of people say, the season finale is usually the episode. Like the episode that feels like the season finale is usually before the actual season finale.
The penultimate.
Yeah. So I feel like they're going to do the same thing with these seasons. If you go ahead and do, just for the sake of a better word and because I'm a nerd, if you go ahead and get your Infinity War out the way in season 7, and then you go to season 8 where it's more personal and it's just the war for the throne. Since you've got the bad guy out of the way, then it's just the war for the throne.
But I'm also I'm also kind of like in the trailer for season 7. They showed them fighting out on the open field, and Daenerys is with the Dothraki, and she has her dragons. So that makes me think more towards.
Can't they have more than one battle?
Well, they didn't show. I mean, they didn't show any other battle in big battles or whatever.
Why would they?
No, I'm just. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. They could be. That's entirely true. They could be hiding something. I'm just going off of what I've seen from the trailers. But I mean, they showed the big battle from last season in the trailer.
They showed the Battle of the Bastards in the trailer?
Well, they showed shots from it, yeah. And, and like John's army charging and stuff, so. But, I mean, it's entirely possible we could get both this season, but, I mean, I don't think we will, but we'll see. I cannot wait to see that battle with the White Walkers, though. That's going to be fucking amazing. I want to know, Darren, whose house are you siding with?
I'm honestly with John. I'm just with what is John?
House Stark. Even though
I
it's
guess
not
I'm with
really
House
a Stark,
Stark because I agree. Like I agree with him and everyone else and Sam, and just like I'm worried about the devil at our doorstep instead of all this other shit with the whole entire like, oh, we need a throne. Oh, we need to worry about Cersei. Fuck her. There's some undead zombie dude with an army of undead zombies. We need to focus on that.
To be fair, though, Daenerys did not know about the White Walkers, so...
I'm not even saying the Daenerys. I'm just saying the people who I'm siding with the people who have had that mindset and are preparing for that. Not... Daenerys still worried about, like, home and everything, which she should be, because you're right, she doesn't know about what's happening, but I'm just on John's side and in John's mindset of let's focus on the big horned scary man.
Yeah, I completely agree. House Stark for life. I got my House Stark shirt on right now. So, Miller, whose house are you siding with?
I think I agree with both of you.
So House Stark.
Yeah, I haven't really enough. I know, or like I think about it when I'm watching the show, but I don't really like ponder that question when. I haven't really pondered that question a lot, but thinking about it now, probably Stark.
Darren, what are you looking forward to seeing from the rest of the season? What are you expecting to see?
Hold on, let me finish my Oreo.
How professional.
I really want an Oreo right now.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is called product placements, because we're about to do an ad.
This video is sponsored by Oreo.
It's really not. Please
that'd be pretty cool. Please. You cry.
But what I'm looking forward to is more good dialogue. Because I think the dialogue in this show is really smart. More subvert some expectations, do some smart things. More from the mountain. No. But, I don't know. More from the dude, Clergy, the mountain, whatever.
Clegane,
yeah.
The Hound. Well, he used to be the Hound, at least. The Mountain is the big zombie scary dude that's the King's Guard.
Oh, so I was right.
No.
Oh.
No, the guy that when that one guy went up to walk up the stairs and the guy in all the armor came to stop him. When they were talking to Cersei.
Oh.
Yeah, that's him, yeah.
The dude with the beard. It's awesome.
That's the Hound.
Yeah, Clegane. You're talking about Clegane. I know who you're talking about.
Okay,
the Hound,
then
yeah.
Clegane.
Clegane.
Yeah. Dude with the beard who knows the guy with the eye patch that was staring into the fire. You keep doing your thing, man, because I'm with you.
This is what happens when you watch the first episode of in season 7 of a show you barely ever seen.
Oh, yeah, that's another thing, because when you said when we were talking about the mountain or whatever, and you said that he stopped the guy from coming up towards Cersei, you're on Greyjoy. He's the villain of this season, so I'm really really excited to see where they go with that, because he said that Euron, the actor said that Euron makes Ramsay look like a pussy. So I
don't know if I believe that, but hopefully, because that guy seemed pretty interesting.
And also, he has 7 characters. He has 7, episodes to make him more scarier than Ramsay. Or, yeah.
As opposed to 10.
Yeah.
But I'm interested to see how he's going to be. How are they?
Are you talking about the guy who on the boat, who got off the boat and was making the deal with?
Yeah, him.
Oh yeah, because I'm telling you, dude, he has somebody important that's kidnapped or whatever. That's his gift. He has he's gonna bring in someone that was important in the last few seasons and bring him in, and he's gonna do something. He's probably gonna kill Jonathan or whatever the fuck. What's Cersei's brother's name? Jacob.
Jamie.
Jamie, yeah, Jamie.
Probably gonna kill Jamie. Probably gonna piss Cersei off. She's gonna kill him. Something's gonna happen, man.
No,
that'd be like last season, though.
I don't know. I guess I don't know.
I'm just surprised you actually guessed that, or you unknowingly made that assumption, because that's what they did last season, basically.
Well, Theon is a Greyjoy, so I mean he's over there with Euron, but no one really gives a shit about Theon anymore. So, but I'm just really interested to see what they do with him, because he's not really, I guess, important. Like with Ramsay, we knew, he has Winterfell, he raped sons, he has to be taken out, and we knew why he was the villain, what he was doing, and why Jon wanted to kill him. With Euron, like he's really nobody. He just has a bunch of ships. So I'm just so interested to see what they do with him as a villain.
What if? Just follow me here. What if the ships can fly?
Oh my god.
Yes.
Show will finally get interesting.
Just imagine dragons and ships flying in the air, firing at one another.
I don't head to North Carolina by tonight to take out Miller. I don't.
Come at me, bitch.
Sleep with one eye open tonight, Miller. Okay.
You don't scare me.
Thank you guys for watching. That'll be it for our.
No. Close out a little better than that.
What the fuck do you mean? What the?
You said you ask them a question.
Do an outro.
Okay, I'll ask them a question. Jeez.
What do they think?
What did you guys think of the season premiere of Game of Thrones season 7? Let us know in the comments below, and just letting you know if you didn't like it, your opinion is incorrect. Thank you for watching. You can check us out on Twitter at @TillTheLastCred, follow us on Instagram at @TillTheLastCredit, and like us on Facebook at @TillTheLastCredit, and check out our website at TillTheLastCredit.com. Until next time, this is the Review of Thrones. Is that what we're going to be calling this?
Maybe. They'll figure it out.
We might be calling it the Review of Thrones, but until we get that figured out, we're going to call it the Review of Thrones. So, until next time, this is the Review of Thrones, signing off.
Cut that out in case we think of a better name.
Really, Miller?
I'm just saying.
Here, I'll say something else so you can have something else to put in.
No, you're fine. It's okay. Well, actually, yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Well, no, I just
until next time.
If we change it,
we have enough.
Yeah.
Well, until next time, guys. Okay, yeah. Until next time, guys, this is Till Last Credit signing off. There.
I don't think I have Will on here. Yeah. Does anyone know Will's Skype name?
Yeah, I can add him.
Okay.
I'll add him.
So,
No, I'm adding him.
Okay.
Now we're about to transition over to the other one. What's the other one?
Apes. Another boring movie. Another boring movie. Another boring movie. Another boring movie. Another boring